Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is the Price to Sell podcast. I'm your host, Matthew Campoli. And today, obviously, we have another great episode for you guys. Today's going to be an interesting one, one packed with value, especially for all you realtors listening. This is a very good one to tune into. We're going to talk about prop tech, and more specifically, we're joined here by the owner and founder of Souqh, Mr. Ahmer Rafiq. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure.
And let's get right into what is Souqh and how is this beneficial to us as real estate agents?
Yeah, for sure. So thanks again for having us here. Souqh is Canada's real estate and home services marketplace. So essentially what we're building here is one marketplace where the real estate industry as well as the home services industry can provide services to their clients. And what we're doing a bit differently is we see a lot of experiences with clients that are spread across so many different channels of communication, collaboration, and transaction. But with Souqh, we're trying to bring everyone together in one place so that the whole transaction can be a lot more effective. People can work in one place and overall provides a more effective experience for clients.
Yeah, and I'm a user right now as well. And every realtor out there listening, one of the simplest tasks, but the most annoying is what's the lawyer's information? Right. What's the buyer's lawyer information? What's the seller's lawyer information?
Yeah.
Who's please send this to my mortgage broker.
Exactly.
Please upload this. So Souqh is cool because it's a one-stop shop just to upload everything. This way, everyone can see it all in one place.
Absolutely.
And access it whenever they want.
Absolutely.
Instead of, man, I've been chasing a buyer for their lawyer information for the past 2 weeks.
No way.
And it happens, but
okay.
this is just a really cool tool just to have everything in-house and just make life simpler.
Right.
Especially as things become busier and busier.
Absolutely.
Right? So, but let's talk a little bit about you first, just a little bio into, because obviously you're the man behind this idea. And it's always cool to see how this comes to fruition.
Yeah, appreciate that. I mean, we have a fantastic team that's supporting us, and we're all working together for Souqh. But my background a bit, I was actually born in Pakistan, and I grew up in Saudi Arabia in the Middle East. Lived there for about 15 years, and then came to Canada back in 2004. Did all of my schooling, went to Waterloo, software engineering. Graduated, went into the tech space, did a lot of tech consulting for companies like PwC, Deloitte. And really my main focus over the last, 10 plus years was to look at technology and how it can transform the experiences for many different industries. And while I was doing that, I was also involved in real estate. So doing real estate transactions in terms of investments, pre-construction.
Of your own, right?
Of my own.
Yeah.
And the more I did that, I saw a big gap where I'm like, hey, every other industry, technology has, made waves in terms of changing the customer experiences and making things so much more convenient. But as I did all of these transactions in real estate, kept coming through all these hurdles. And I'm like, why is this experience not changing over time? For example, I bought a, pre-construction condo. And, sent all of the information to the builder's lawyer, your, a certificate of incorporation, your IDs, all of that stuff. 2 weeks later, I hear back, hey, we haven't received your documents. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I sent it to you guys, 2 weeks ago. Here's it again. And then 2 months down the road, they're like, hey, we lost your documents. Can you send it to us again? Right? I'm like, okay, fine. I'll send it to them again. A few months after you have your, PDI inspection, all of these type of events, they're sending you emails, keep track of these dates. When you're busy, you have so much going on. Sometimes you lose track of a lot of things that happen. I missed my appointment, charged me $200 just for missing my appointment, right? You have to do it all over again.
But you can't charge them for losing your documents.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So really all of the sort of inefficiencies that we saw in terms of, The client experience was really not very streamlined in real estate, especially when you look at the buyer or the seller having to share the same exact document with the realtor, then with the mortgage broker, then with the lawyer, and then the property inspector comes in, the appraiser comes in, and then think about it from the perspective of a first-time home buyer, right? They're overwhelmed, they're stressed,
For sure.
and it's not something. It's for a lot of people, it's the biggest transaction in their life.
Yeah, definitely.
So how can we sort of make that experience more pleasant? That's really what led us to Souqh in terms of putting everything together in one place, focusing on the client experience and actually delivering something that not only simplifies the overall experience during the transaction, but also helps educate the clients, because a lot of first-time home buyers, they have a lot of questions. Hey, how much down payment do I need to do, right? What's my land transfer tax going to be? All these basic questions. So there's a lot of education built in for clients, and what we're seeing, active realtors who are using the platform, they're saving on an average basis 10 to 15 hours a month, because we have a digital concierge team that sort of acts as the first level of support when clients have questions and they onboard them to Souqh. So, it's fantastic. You're saving time. You're helping your clients provide a more digital experience, and you're helping them have a more unique experience when they're working with you.
Mm-hmm.
But then what we also recognize is post-transaction, your challenges with home ownership don't end, right? Now you have different problems, right? Next big project, I have to do this maintenance. I have to do that type of home renovation. So we also focus on post-transaction related support. So we have a full home improvement services category, about 25 different areas, from plumbing to electricians to, landscaping. And really homeowners that use the platform, it's really convenient for them, because once they buy their home with Souqh or through using their, the realtor going through the transaction on Souqh, and they move into their home, they're looking for, a cleaner, a landscaper. They can use the same platform to pretty much, get quotes, schedule services, pay for their services. And then the best thing that, from a homeowner's perspective that I enjoy is all of the documentation is in one place.
Mm-hmm.
So, I bought my home 3 years ago, went through all the documents with the realtor, the mortgage broker, the lawyer. Typically, if you ask people, hey, where's your APS? Where are your mortgage documents, right? People, they don't remember where they are unless they're somewhere in their email. And then I did a whole home renovation. So gutted everything, renovated, soup to nuts. I don't know where all those documents are today. Had I used Souqh for my own, transaction, everything to do with my home, the transaction, the services, the renos, invoices, warranties, everything's there.
Huge.
And we're also launching something called the Home History Report, where, similar to a Carfax, everything you've done in your car, everything you have done in your home, it stays with you, whether you're in one home or you move and sell to a different home. So just imagine having all of that history at your fingertips, being able to download it, being able to share it with your realtor or with the new buyer, so that they know all the work that was done in your home, who did it, when did they do it, when do the warranties expire, all of that. So I think the home ownership report is something that adds a lot of value to homeowners.
That's huge for sure. I have so many clients where, I'm selling their house now and they didn't purchase with me because, maybe they bought like 12 years ago.
Right.
And then I'm like, all right, so when was this done? I don't know. When was this done? I don't know. When was the furnace last changed? I'm not sure. I bought it like this. So it's like, these are questions I'm getting asked.
Yeah.
And I need to answer these. Right? These are very important, because the buyer that's trying to buy this person's house needs this information.
Yeah.
And when it's all just lost in translation, or just, you can't even access it anymore.
It's hard to keep track of it over the years.
And it's hard as a real estate agent to sell because I'm not privy to any of this information.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I really like that, and I like how you have everything in-house, access to all these different trades and resources. If I myself as Matt, let's say I have my own contractor I work with hand in hand, my own mortgage broker, my own plumber, whatever it is, am I able to onboard them at the Souqh as well?
Absolutely. So the platform is very flexible. Even if you're working with vendors that are on the platform or that are not on the platform, it still allows you to upload all of your documents, and that still goes into your history. In fact, we provide credits to you if you're a homeowner and you refer your plumber.
Cool.
And they come on to Souqh, right? So we actually give you credits, and now you have those credits that you can use to pay your plumber, or you can use it to pay for a cleaning job that you got done in your home.
It's called Souqh credits.
Correct.
So what are Souqh credits?
Yeah, great question. With all of the changes that we're seeing in terms of economic conditions, inflation, cost of living rising, we want to make home ownership easier for homeowners. And one of the ways we're giving back to homeowners is every time they use Souqh to pay a vendor. So let's say you found a mover on Souqh, you decided that you want to do your move with them, and you pay them. We give the homeowner a percentage of that payment back to them, so that next time they're doing another transaction on Souqh, maybe they want to get a cleaner in once they've moved into their place, they actually have credits that they can use to pay the cleaner. And what I do want to point out is Souqh is 100% free for home buyers and owners, period. So they don't pay any type of fee. And by doing these referrals or by actually transacting on Souqh, they actually earn credits over time that they can use to pay different vendors.
Very cool. Nice little incentive. That's always good to have, right?
Yeah, it basically keeps them coming back to use the platform.
What's up, everybody? Here to give you some extra value as usual. For those out there looking for the best renovations and the highest quality design work and not those hack jobs, this is for you. I want to chat about my friends over at Design Loading, because not only do they have immense experience in what they do, they offer a complete range of services. The team at Design Loading have designed and renovated over 50 homes in Toronto, which is a lot of houses. And they focus on quality and fast turnarounds. Design Loading specializes in complete renovations of condos or houses. The services they offer are all done at the highest quality, and they include design, layout, and complete construction services. You probably think by now that their prices are outrageous, but they're really not. If you're looking for a team that can help you from designing to building, they're now offering free estimates. I said free. Just head over to the website and contact them via email or give them a call. Both options will be linked in our description as well. You can also check them out and some of their work at their website, www.design-loading.com, or check out their Instagram at design.loading. Remember to head to their website for a free quote, estimate, and connect with the team at Design Loading. Now let's get back to the show. Yeah, I love it. So let's run someone through the process.
Sure.
Right? Because people learn through, role play, for example. Yep. So let's say I have a client, let's say they're buyers, and I want to upload them to Souqh. What are the steps look like? What do the process look like? How does the process look like for them as my clients? Yep. And why am I excited that they're on this? And let's go through that.
Yeah, for sure. Right now, I think that's fantastic. So typically, if you think about how onboarding is happening today for clients, you're going to shoot them a text message, send them an email. Hey, I need your driver's license. I need a form of ID. Send me your email.
Sometimes I forget that stuff.
Exactly, right? So we've made onboarding very, very simple on Souqh. All you need is the client's name, their email address. If you have their phone number, great. And then we have a list of things that you typically need from them. Like you typically need the driver's license, another form of ID. Templates are pre-created, so typically people are signing the buyer broker agreement once they've decided to work with a realtor. So all of that is pretty much done. It's all already there.
You already have the REF forms.
Yeah, we have.
Amazing.
We have some forms for certain brokerages, but certain boards. But we're working with OREA actually, as well as different boards to be able to bring in those forms.
Cool.
But even if, for example, the forms that you use are not there, you could just upload them as a template,
nice.
And you can use those. So onboarding, basically 3 clicks, and your client is onboarded. They receive an email package from you. Hey, Matt Campoli is inviting you to work with them on Souqh. Takes less than 60 seconds for your clients to register. They can sign up with their Gmail, Facebook, or their own email address. And once they come on, it's actually a full portal, a dashboard where they can log in either from their phone or on their computer. And they'll see everything that you've asked from them. They'll know, hey, these are my action items. These are the documents Matt has asked me to, upload. They can go ahead and upload those. They'll know the documents that you've asked them to sign. They can click on those documents. They can sign those documents.
They can sign them there.
They can sign them there. So we have a fully legally compliant e-sign tool built in to Souqh that you can use for e-signatures.
Nice.
Pretty similar to DocuSign in terms of the overall interface. And then everything that you need to do with the client in terms of scheduling showings, in terms of, creating the offer, in terms of executing the offer, getting the property inspection booked, recommending your client, because typically we see that, realtors have their own Rolodex. Hey, here's my preferred mortgage broker. Here's my preferred lawyer. So as you onboard your clients, you can actually refer them directly when you're onboarding to these people, and their storefronts are there, right? And each vendor on Souqh has their own storefront, and the storefront pretty much gives everything that you need to know about the vendor in one place.
Okay.
So all of their services, reviews, their ratings, their social media, their website, what clients are saying about them. And I think that's really important because one of the stats I was looking at, 88%, and this was a study done in Ontario, 88% of Canadians actually looked, well, not just Canadians, actually millennials, 88% of them looked at the stats and the reviews and the online presence of their realtor before deciding to actually go with that realtor.
Yes, I know.
So
very common now.
If you don't have an online presence, then chances are that 88% of people that are going to be searching for you, you're not going to be found. And
that's a stat, 80%?
88%.
88%. Guys, get online.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if they can't find you online, then, what are your chances of actually losing that client? Because they can't find you, they can't find your ratings, and they don't know if, you're the realtor that they want to go with. So again, all of those referrals can actually be streamlined through one platform. And then you as a realtor can book showings with them, sign documents. The client can actually work with the mortgage broker that you've referred them on Souqh, or they can find mortgage brokers online. They can get a full approval on Souqh with the mortgage broker. So the same, driver's license that they had to upload, they can just share that with the mortgage broker. Easy. Or the mortgage broker can easily request access to it because he can see the list of documents that are uploaded and he can request access. They can get a full pre-approval. They can find a property inspector. They can schedule their inspection. The property inspector can upload the report. And as he does that, the realtor gets notified, hey, the property inspection report just came in. You'll get a notification. You can check it out. Mortgage approval comes through. You'll get a notification. You can check it out. And then the same thing, they can find a lawyer. They can do a full virtual closing on the platform. So they don't even need to leave their house. Everything is online, video enabled. They can sign the documents. All the documents are, legally compliant, like I mentioned. And then same thing, they can, find a mover, pay the mover directly on the platform, move into their home. And pretty much every single step that they had to do for their home buying journey could be done virtually through the platform.
That's awesome. That's so cool. And there's education.
Exactly.
So I onboard my buyers. Now they have access to tips, all that kind of stuff.
Correct. Yeah. So there's a home buyer dashboard where we basically have all the stages of home ownership. We're obviously looking to continue building and adding a lot more content, but at least the basic journey map that a first-time buyer, that's going through that process, they're able to see that visually. They're able to track their progress, and then we always have live chat support where even if your buyers have questions or they just need clarifications, they can always, reach out to our product team and they can answer their questions right away.
Very cool. I love that.
Yeah, thank you.
That's awesome. So, just like having the one-stop shop is like super valuable and, very easy to use. Yeah. Which is really cool. And because a lot of stuff can just get lost, you know what I mean? Like I keep all of my emails. My assistant hates this, but I don't delete emails just because I know if I need in the future to like just search bar something quickly and refer back to it, I might be able to find it. Sometimes I still can't. Yeah. So to have everything in one place. Exactly. Right now I use a Google Drive. Yeah. Which it's effective, but my clients don't have access to it unless I share it. It's just there's so many moving parts. So to have just one machine is really cool. Yeah, and I think the ability to be able to share that information and control access to it as well, right? Because, for example, think about it from your buyer's perspective. When they're trying to get a mortgage, they're sharing a lot of their personal details with so many people over email. A lot of those mortgage brokers, they don't end up working with them, but their information is still in their inboxes. Yes. I have no control over that. Yeah. But with Souqh as a buyer, if I'm sharing a document, I can control how long that document is shared for. And for example, I didn't choose to go with a particular mortgage broker. I can remove access to my documents so that my identity is safe and, I'm in control of what, information I'm sharing. And then you as well as the realtor,
you can organize all of your active clients, all of your completed clients, all of the clients that, transactions, didn't end up going through, for example. And I think a really cool feature that we have is the ability to organically maintain relationships with all of your clients post your transaction.
How is that?
So the way that works is because we have all of the home improvement professionals. So let's say you close a deal with a client, 6 months down the road, they decided to do a renovation of their kitchen, or they decided to get a pool installed. If you opt in to receive notifications for that client, anytime they do a home improvement job, you as their realtor will get notified that, hey, John just completed a pool installation.
And is that only through the app though? Like only through Souqh?
Correct.
If they go through Souqh.
Yeah, if they do the job through Souqh.
Yeah.
And if they use the vendors on Souqh, then basically you'll get notified.
Yeah.
And this way you can actually reach out to your clients and be like, hey, I just saw that you guys got, kitchen remodeled. Would love to give you an evaluation of what your home is worth now.
Yeah.
Right? Because what do a lot of realtors do today when they're trying to stay in touch with their clients post transaction? Maybe on their birthday they'll send them a birthday greeting, or they have a new project coming up, they'll send them, details of that project. But what happens over time is you eventually lose touch with those clients, right? And it's hard when you're working with so many clients to stay in touch with them. But here through this platform, you can see the history of all your clients, what work they've done in their home, where they are with their home ownership journey. You could send broadcast messages to any of them or all of them. And I think it just allows realtors to be able to actually create relationships with their clients, which I think is one of the most important things as a realtor, right? Being able to get more business, being able to get repeat business, and being able to get referrals. You're able to do that when you've created that experience with your client. And I think we're supporting realtors in delivering on those experiences.
Most definitely. And staying on top of your database is huge for continued referrals and repeat business. So
yeah, absolutely.
A lot is lost through the cracks, unfortunately. Yeah. So I can say I probably experienced that too, right? Without even knowing, just because, sometimes you just let things go. But having something like this is awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
I'd love to get into PropTech now.
Yeah, for sure.
Just in general. What is PropTech?
So PropTech really stands for property technology. So anything in, this is the marriage between the real estate and the technology world, right? Where we see, I'll use a very common example, Broker Bay, right? So we saw the back office function or the showing management function, how it was.
They're from Toronto, right?
Yeah, they started in Toronto.
Very cool.
And again, PropTech in Canada is booming. I'll get more into that. But anywhere where technology is sort of creating more efficiencies or improving the customer experiences and enabling people in the industry to, use technology to make a difference in terms of the way things were done, manually or without technology, all of that falls under, PropTech. So Broker Bay, very common example. Anyone, that's in Treb, they're using it for showing management. Just think about how showings were scheduled, how they were communicated, how the clients kept track of them, how the realtors kept track of them, and how things are now. So anywhere where technology is sort of changing the landscape is basically, we can qualify that under PropTech.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And what's some exciting stuff that you're seeing in the PropTech world?
There's a lot of things, specifically, like, we're hearing about the metaverse, we're hearing about alternative financing methods, we're hearing about the omni-channel experience. But I think overall what we're seeing is how digitization is affecting service providers. So anyone that's providing services, whether they're, a realtor, a mortgage broker, a lawyer, what we're really seeing is how technology is creating efficiencies for them. And what we're seeing is how technology is reshaping the customer experience. Because if we really think about the last, 2 years during the pandemic, there was a huge acceleration in digital adoption. People are increasingly using their phones and mobile devices to, order groceries, Instacart, ordering stuff on Amazon, doing a lot of their transactions online. And it's just how things are, right? People have got hooked on the convenience that these technologies and tools offer. So increasing digital adoption means that you as an agent need to be able to provide those digital experiences, because that's where your clients can find you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was looking at a study from NAR, National Association of Realtors. In 2017, 99% of millennials, when they were looking to start their home ownership journey, started online.
Okay.
99%. And this is back in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest cohort of first-time home buyers, 47% of them, were actually millennials. So millennials are online. They're finding people online. And like I said, 88% of them are actually looking for you online to see your presence, your reviews, before they start working with you.
Yeah.
So the point here is that if you're not online, if you're not digitally present, the baby boomers, they're coming close to retirement. Millennials and Gen Z are going to be the biggest cohort that's buying and owning homes. So if you're not digitally present and if you're not in that space where you're providing that experience, chances are that you're going to lose out on that segment. I think that's pretty key for realtors to key in on, because with the pace technology is moving in, you're either keeping up or you're just falling behind.
Exactly. No, it's huge, man. I've been approached to help people based on my presence.
Right.
Or I've been, told like, hey, I'm referring this person to you. I show them a profile and they love what they see.
Yeah.
So it's less resistance from the get-go.
Yeah.
Just by having that presence.
Yeah.
Less obstacles overcome because trust can be gained.
Absolutely.
Through what you're putting out there.
Exactly.
And people are able to see. It's a really big resume.
Yeah, and it's funny. Like I was looking at your, I think, one of the realtors you interviewed. He's talking about playing video games, and he actually met a client through video games, right? So, gone are the days where you're going to your folks and be like, "Hey, who was your realtor? I want to use them."
Yeah,
you're finding people online, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're interacting with people online. You're doing business online, and millennials, especially, are using technology to find people, to do their due diligence, to transact with them, to collaborate with them, to close business with them. And if you're online, if you're providing that experience, it's just a better match between you and them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to create an app like Tinder for real estate agents. No. Oh, who's this Matt guy?
There
Swipe
you
right.
go.
I don't know which swipe direction it means yes, but
yeah.
This is awesome, man. And before we end off, because like I said, it's 30 minutes flies by. Anything that you're bringing on to Souqh that's exciting that you want to talk about, up and coming, beyond what we just talked about?
Yeah, for sure. I think specifically for realtors, because a lot of realtors, hear this podcast. We've basically launched a freemium membership model, which allows anyone to basically join Souqh completely free of cost. So that means
freemium.
Yeah, it's a freemium model in SaaS. So cool. Not premium, but free. So again, it's limited features where really what we're trying to do is create that ecosystem where, number one, you can have a digital presence. You can be found online. You can create a free storefront where people can look at you. They can look at your reviews. They can look at your social media. Whatever online presence you have, you can basically consolidate that in one place. It sort of acts like your website. Mm-hmm. We give you social media sharing tools so you can share that with any prospective clients. And then at the same time, we give you QR codes that you can use to, share with people, use it for your advertising. And I think another good thing is you can actually use your storefront to invite your preferred partners. So my mortgage broker, my law firm. And this way, when I'm referring my clients to my mortgage broker, my law firm, my property inspector, my mover, I can just quickly go on to Souqh and I can refer my clients to those people. And the cool thing is, if my clients actually end up working with them, realtors give a lot of referrals. You'll actually be able to see how your referrals are doing, how your clients are, are they using them or they're not using them. So I think that's pretty interesting. It's a way for everyone to, get online, and we're trying to, accelerate that digital adoption. But apart from that, I think I was mentioning to you before, we're trying to work with the boards and associations. So if you're part of pretty much any board across Ontario, we've been speaking to pretty much every single board in terms of rolling Souqh out across all of their members using this freemium model. So if you are part of a board, then you could obviously reach out to your board and they can tell you how to get online as well for free.
That's awesome. It's a very freemium stuff you have here.
Yeah, it's we want to be able to create that ecosystem across all of Canada. We launched, like I was saying, just 6 months ago. We have about 300 companies on the platform that are providing services, and we've grown to about 10,000 users on a monthly basis that are coming and looking for different type of professionals, right? So you have really nothing to lose. You can be found online. You can generate new business, and if you want to differentiate yourself from the 70,000 realtors out there in GTA, then you can provide something unique to them.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, this is an amazing tool.
Thank you.
I think a lot of people are going to be super attracted to what it has to offer.
I hope so.
Like I said, I am definitely going to start implementing my clients into it as well, since
sure.
I have it, and pumped for that. I already, as you were talking, just thinking of some ideas. So,
okay.
And
cool.
where I could have used this in the past that could have done wonders for me, but
yeah, no,
it is what it is. It's here now.
We'd love to, hear your feedback. Again, we launched 6 months ago. We're a startup, and we believe in continuously improving. So, we created this tool so that the people that are delivering these experiences and the people that are going through this journey can have a better experience. And we're all ears if, you guys have any ideas in terms of, hey, could we do this? Because we see this as a big pain point in the industry. And this will actually solve a lot of problems. We're all ears to, implementing and adopting to those type of enhancements as well.
Sounds good, man. Well, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you for having us.
And where's the best place that people can find you?
Yeah, souqh.ca, souqh.ca. They can go there. They can check it out. If they want to join for free, it's pretty simple. Join souqh.com. And takes less than 60 seconds to sign up for your account. And right now we have this promotion going on where our marketing team actually goes in, they set up your account, they set up your storefront, so you don't have to invest a lot of time and everything can be set up for you.
Which is huge.
Yeah.
That's what I liked about it too.
Yeah.
Nice hands off, which is awesome.
Exactly. Yeah, you guys have your hands full with, your clients, so we let you take care of that and we'll take care of, setting you guys up and getting you up and running.
Yeah, which is great. So we're going to post all your links in our
Awesome.
bios across all platforms, but again, thank you for coming, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for inventing this.
Well, I mean, let's hope people are using it, and we're already seeing great traction, like I said, and we just want to make sure that we can continue doing and giving back to the community.
Most definitely love it.
Yeah, thank you.
Love it. So anyway, everyone out there, again, thank you for listening. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with all your family members and your giraffe if you have one. I know you might have a giraffe out there, so share it with your giraffe. And we'll see you on the next one. This is the Price to Sell podcast. Peace.